The woman was overjoyed and ready to tell her husband that she was pregnant. But before she could say a word, the man suddenly announced that the scheming woman was pregnant. That schemer even had the nerve to tell the wife she'd now be her servant, to take care of her until the baby was born. She even scolded her for not being generous enough. But no one knew that the wife was also carrying his child. She wanted to share the good news with him, but seeing how he had already betrayed their love, she couldn't bring herself to say it. At that moment, she completely gave up, decided to leave this world that didn't belong to her. 3 years ago, she had traveled to this primitive tribe. Because of a rare blood mutation, the first time she met the man, he swore he would only love her for life. So she stayed and used her modern knowledge to help the tribe grow. She gave him all the credit and helped him become the tribe's leader. But after 3 years with no child, he followed tribal customs and accepted the scheming woman, his father's former favorite. He knew his wife would be upset, but he used tradition as an excuse to control her. Now that he clearly had someone else in his heart, she had no reason to stay. But the man didn't care. He said this was just about continuing his bloodline, and promised that once the scheming woman gave birth, he would send her away from the tribe and let the wife raise the child. He even said the wife would become the most respected woman in the tribe, but the schemer heard everything, secretly vowed to keep her status. At this point, the woman had completely lost faith in him. She decided to wait for the next blood moon to return to her own time. But one day, while handling herbs, she suddenly started gagging. After checking her pulse, she was surprised and thrilled to find out she was actually pregnant. But before she could enjoy the moment, a maid ran over in a panic, telling her the schemer had destroyed her carefully grown vegetables. Those vegetables were meant to feed the tribe through the winter. She rushed to the field, found that more than half the crops were already dead. She furiously warned the schemer not to touch her things again. But when the schemer saw the man coming, she instantly faked a fall and cried out, accusing the woman of pushing her. The man didn't ask anything. He just shouted at the woman for being cruel, then picked up the schemer and walked off without looking back. The woman stood there, completely crushed. She was about to tell him that she was pregnant, but before she could say it, the man cut her off and blamed her again right to her face, then stormed off in anger. What he didn't know is that the woman had already made up her mind to leave, but he thought that she loved him too much to walk away. Later, the man asked the doctor to check the schemer's pulse, and when he heard she was truly pregnant, he was thrilled and ran straight to the woman, telling her they were finally going to have a baby. The woman froze, thinking he had found out about her pregnancy, but she quickly realized he was talking about the schemer's baby, and he even asked her to take care of the schemer, saying that was their child. The woman immediately pushed back, but the man said the schemer was joining their family, and she needed to learn to be more understanding. Remembering the blood moon was coming, she agreed to take care of the scheming woman. She brought a bowl of soup to the schemer's room, but watching her and the man acting all lovey-dovey, the woman was furious. She handed the soup to the man and turned to leave, but before she could get far,